If you came from part 1, this is part 2. I'm going to teach you a little bit more of how to believe in the unseen so you can will your manifestations into existence. If you didn't see part 1, I feel like it was a very eloquent understanding of how quantum physics works, how to use science to call in your dream partner, the dream man, the money, the $1 million, the business. Go see it. And let's just start with the reason why 99.999% of people can't actually do manifestation in a way that works is because their identity doesn't support them having what they want. What do I mean by that? Who you're being equals what you're attracting. Second line, who you're being is made up of your equals belief systems and your emotions. And if you wanted to throw one more in there for extra credit, what you think is possible for you. So if I have a laundry list of belief systems, and when I ask myself the question, Persis, why don't you have love? Why do you not have what you want right now? Why don't you have the $1 million? Why don't you have the health? Why don't you have the business? Why don't you have the man? My brain is going to talk back to me and give me the list of reasons for why not. My brain is going to attack me in one of two main categories, and that's what we're focusing on in this video. The first category is it's going to attack me by attacking me, meaning I'm not worthy. That's why I don't have the man. I'm not deserving. That's why I don't have the money. I'm not chosen. That's why I can't have incredible love. I'm not worth it. That's why I can't have the health that I've always wanted, the body I've always wanted. Or it's going to attack you in number 2 by attacking the world, saying that men are garbage, women are trash, men are users, women are cheaters, money is evil, people who have money are bad, business doesn't work for me, I don't have good ideas. That's kind of going back to number 1. You get the gist. Our brain tends to attack us in one of two ways or both. It uses us as the scapegoat. If it uses us, it means that the entirety of our life, our self-worth has been on the line for why we can't have more, meaning we need to go on a self-love journey. We need to start to claim that a little bit more deeper. And you may think to yourself, Persis, what's a self-love journey going to do for me? But if when I ask you why you don't have what you want, your brain's like, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving. Even if you may logically know that that's crap, the problem is you're taking a lot of physical action in the 3D and it's not getting you a damn thing, which is why it's probably an energetic problem. It's probably a subconscious problem. It's probably a belief problem. Only 1% of instances, and I'm being generous when I say 1% of instances, is a physical problem, meaning you're just not doing anything. You may just be thinking that has more weight than what it does, but there's a lot of science behind. Your belief systems are creating what you're attracting. And if our belief systems are only 0.0001% of reality, that means that mentally we have to see ourselves with the money for the money to come. And sometimes when we see ourselves with a lot of money, our brain goes, you're not worthy of that. You don't deserve that. You have to work hard for that. That doesn't happen for you. And that's the reason you don't have it. Everyone is 1 to 2 to 5 to 10, I don't know your life, story shifts away from an entirely different life. An entirely different life. Because the reasons you have in your brain that are coming up automatically for you right now for why you don't have what you want is why you don't have what you want. You're not a match to it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not a match to it. It's not because God hates you. It's not because you're in the wrong religion. It's not because you don't live in the right city and you can't meet Mr. Right. It's because you're not a match to it. And because we get more of what we believe, we have to audit our belief systems and ask ourselves, in the areas of our life that have stagnancy, but we want them to have flow and ease and rhythm, why don't I think that this can work better? Why don't I think that I can have the man of my dreams? Why don't I think I can get princess treatment? Why do I think I can't get a man that earns more than me, that protects me, that provides for me, that adores me, that wants me, that chooses me every single day? I use a lot of love examples because I'm the woman on this app that teaches people how to scientifically manifest their dream partner. I like science. I'm not a delusional manifestation galley. I've always spoken against that from day one of my page, and that's just because I come from a medical background. I'm an overthinker. But I do a lot of work with high-level individuals, doctors, lawyers, authors, actresses, models, athletes, surgeons, teachers. I think that they're incredible. Nurses. I do a lot of work with these types of individuals, teaching them how to align to the reality where they get their soulmate, where they get love, where they get money, where they get what they actually want. Because the reason why you don't have it is just because you have a stack of belief systems that goes against it. When you shift the stack of belief systems, you become an instant match to it. And that's why people in my world have gone from single to engaged in 90 days. That's why people in my world are in scenarios where they've lived in the same country and the same town for 30 years on the same apps, going to the same coffee shop for that amount of time, only were able to be a match to men who didn't want them, men who were breadcrumbing them, men who were not after commitment, did my manifestation equation, did my manifestation processes, which is essentially a literal math equation, because that's how analytical I am, that teaches you exactly where you're blocked within your subconscious mind, exactly where you have belief systems that are going against what you want and are keeping your desires away from you. And if you want your desires, you don't want anything that's keeping them away from you. Your job is to dissolve them. And so once we identify these blockages with my equation, we work on dissolving them so that you can become an instant match to what you want. Going back to belief systems, you have to be able to see yourself having something before something can come up and take its physical form. And in many instances where people drop the ball is they can't believe in the unseen. That's what we've said several times here. But the whole point and processes of manifestation is to believe in the unseen on a good day and on a bad day. To literally enter into matrimony with the universe and being like, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, I will have this belief system. And it is through having it day in and day out, when it's sunshine and rainbows and when it's storm clouds and tornadoes, that is the process of willing something into existence. If you're only able to believe it when the universe is able to deliver you the shiny object perfectly, then you never formed an assumption, you never changed your belief system, you just played yourself. If I can only believe it when the conditions are perfect, I never had a belief system to begin with. I had a condition. I had a maybe. I had a sort of. I had a kind of. I didn't have a belief system. I'll give you another example. If I know in Florida the sky is blue and the grass is green, whether it's 7 a.m., whether it's midnight and it's dark outside, I know that to be true. An assumption is something that you know on a good day and on a bad day. You know it regardless of whatever external is out there. Now let's say that I move to Detroit tomorrow, where the grass is a little bit yuckier color and the sky is not always crystal clear blue. Am I going to start to let go of my belief system that says the sky is blue and the grass is green, even though it's like toaster burnt brown? No, I'm not. But that's what you do every time you don't see what you want when you are practicing your manifestation routine. Every time you don't see what you want, you go back to the old story. But your old story represents 0.00001% of reality. You have to believe in something bigger again and again and again and choose that reality again and again and again until you can know it no matter what is external. That is manifestation. If you want to know how to get men to love, worship, adore, and choose you again and again and again using science, the link is in my bio.